Morning, it's Vijay here. Today is Friday, 25th April 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre Market Commentary. Today, I think there's a lot of worry among people as to what will happen between India and Pakistan. And this is the latest worry which we have. We have continuously had worries every time there is a wall of worry. 15 days ago, it was about Trump's tariffs. Prior to that, it was, the tax issues. In February, it was the worry of the small caps and micro caps falling. January, it was the worry of how good the budget will be, so on and so forth. So there is always something to worry about. And every time that fear, which is hanging over the markets, people get scared, they sell at loss, and the so called experts come on TV and scare you more, and then you lose your positions. So we have got now another wall of worry, which is what will happen between India and Pakistan. And this evening, I shall do a special session, the weekend session, of what happens when there is a war or war-like situation, how markets, specifically Indian markets, how they have reacted in the past. I'll be doing this early because Sunday I'm running the TCS 10K, so please wish me the best. So now let's go back and see what are the cues this morning. So Nifty snapped a seven session gaining streak. Yesterday was the settlement, the monthly settlement. So unexpected volatility. I was expecting a better close while we had a more number of stocks which advanced, but yet the markets, the both Nifty and Bank Nifty came down, especially in the last half an hour. Probably because in the first 1 hour they actually made they were days highs, and one thought that maybe the short covering is over, and people have pushed their positions to May completely. So that's what happened. Mid cap hit a 3 month high but closed in the red. Pharma also hit a 2 month high. Realty was going up for seven sessions, just like Nifty, but it also came down. FMCG was going up, but HUL results and Nestle results were very poor. HUL fell 4%. I've always believed that people who are buying FMCG are buying based on past glory. I think they are over the hill as far as the prices are concerned. They have to go down significantly for them to be attractive enough because their growth rates are 1%, 2%, whereas their P ratio is about 50. So it doesn't make any sense to buy that. Nifty Bank has declined for the second session. ICICI Bank, for some reason, is being sold for the last 3 days. IDFC First also came down. I think results of IDFC First around corner. Nifty Auto also came down. Bharat Forge, Aisha Motor specifically led the losses. However, the global markets were much, much stronger. US, all the three indices really went up, even though China denied that they are in talks, and the Treasury Secretary talked of, talks taking a long time, and even the preliminary talks will not have Trump and Xi as the main protagonist. So the gains were led by a rebound in mega cap tech stocks in Nasdaq. So what happened in this session, this series was a roller coaster ride. If you remember, April opened okay, then it fell down dramatically. Actually, made an not a 52-week low, as a significant low in the Nifty. Bank Nifty also went to almost the 52-week low, and then they bounced back on the same day. This was on April 7th. So they went up. Nifty went up 2,500 points from lows. Extremely volatile. A lot of people would have panicked. They were made to panic by the commentators on mainstream media, social media, experts, mutual fund managers. They were all reason for people to panic. And because there was no selling at higher levels, the market took off after that. So April Nifty April May rollovers are in line with the average. FI long exposure is 41% on net contracts. FI total rollovers are lower since April 24. They are October 24. So they are taking a slightly cautious stance. So what will happen in May will depend on the Q4 results, the FOMC meet, Indo-Pakistan issue, and global developments are the key triggers. So there's CNBC has put some data. It talks of last few May series, last four May series, markets have been either positive, negative. For instance, May 22 was down by 6%. Last year was flat, leading into the June elections. May 21 was good and May 23 was good. So we can't draw any point from here. So Nifty went up totally by 655 points. That is 2,500 points from the low, but 655 points over March series. So we have had in March we had moved up by 1,000 points. February we fell down 700, and January we fell 500. So it is, even Stevens, we are slightly ahead of when we take year to date. Then we have OI, the net exposure I've talked about, and we talked about the key triggers. So Gift Nifty is indicating higher because May series, the next month series always has got a higher number. So we don't know whether it will open 160 points higher, but it will open with a gap up. It looks like as of now, there could be developments during the day because of the all-party meeting is over, and the government has been given a free hand, which is the right thing to do. And you may expect something, some action, even if it doesn't happen today. Maybe over the weekend you may expect some action. But knowing this, the FI has bought heavily at 8,000 crores, even though the market did not go up. But I think what they're doing is they're accumulating on every fall. 8,000 crores is one of the highest, and DI has sold about 535 crores. So 7,700 crores. Now, who is selling this? Who is selling 7,700 crores? It is the mutual fund, not only mutual funds, the AIFs, the PMS, the ultra high net worth individuals, and the retailers. So the retailers have been told to get out of the market. So they're continuously selling on every rally, but the institutions are buying, especially FIs are buying. So Dow Jones did very well, as I mentioned. Dow Jones, S&P, Nasdaq, and European markets also were in the green. So even the futures are in the green now, as far as Dow is concerned. But the worry here is very local. And whatever happens in the past, as I mentioned, I will be doing a special session today. I'll be a little cautious because what happens globally is different from what happens here. Asian markets are doing well. Commodities are flat. There was a bounce in gold. I still think it is a dead cat bounce. Silver is slowly and steadily going up. Copper is going up. We hold Hindustan Copper as a proxy for copper. So I would only urge people not to panic, because when I present you the data in the evening, you'll be quite surprised as to how markets actually behave when there is uncertainty regarding war. I don't think we'll have what is called a kinetic war. That is a war between troops between Pakistan and India. It will probably be us bombing some terrorist hideouts in Pakistan. We are also doing something other than that. We have to revoke the visas. Pakistan has, banned the airspace, so which means the airline companies may be under pressure because they'll have to take a longer route. The Indus River Treaty abrogation or pausing, the effects will take a long time, because what do we do with the water if you are not going to let that 80% of water go to Pakistan? Nobody thinks about these basics. They think, okay, you turn on a tap or turn off a tap and the water stops going into Pakistan. It doesn't work like that, simply because we don't have storage capacities. We don't have dams which can store that 80%. We only get 20% of the water. So whatever you hear from politicians, all bullshit, I would say, because there is no contingency plans as to how to use that 80% water. It's more of a threat, though Pakistan has said it will be an act of war. Whatever it is, I think that is not the main important thing. About what will we do as far as the terrorist hideouts, that is what is going to happen, which may shake the markets, but we will come to that. So while I'll be cautious, but I'm still bullish. I'm not going to be bearish because of these kind of things based on past history, which, as I said, I will mention in the evening. So all my advice would be keep calm and don't worry. Nothing bad will happen. Overall, the markets will have their own way of discounting this. So whatever to, I hope it is